Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
Today's going to be a very, sort of interesting breakfast bites because we're going to be talking about filler words. See what I did there?
Lovely.
Yeah. So you know what these words are when you're giving a presentation or maybe telling a story. And before you can catch up with your own brain, maybe you're nervous. You've already said or like or, stalling for time. Very, very common. Do you guys have filler favorites?
Yeah. I used to have a couple of filler favorites. So one was basically or usually or something like of that sort. I know Ryan's is I suppose. And, he does a lot as well.
I don't realize I say a lot. So I know I say I suppose quite a bit.
Yes.
As well sometimes. But yeah, I think everyone has their own go-to filler words just to buy some time to process stuff.
Yes.
What are yours, girl?
I think is mine, and I think that I think is mine. I say I think a lot, even when I'm not thinking or hesitating at all.
Yeah.
It's just a go-to for me to say, I think.
You also say dude a lot.
Dude?
Yeah.
Well, only to friends.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
say it.
Fair enough.
In regular conversation.
Fair enough.
Yes, I think we've all been there, and we've been told over and over to try to cut the filler words because they can make us sound unprepared, less confident, and distracted, especially in a professional setting. But are they all bad, or could there be a reason why our brains love tossing in and every now and then?
Interesting.
We'll find out.
Let's go.
So let's start with the obvious. Too many filler words can be a problem, right? I think we can all agree on that. If every sentence is sprinkled with uhs and likes, it might make you seem unsure or even untrustworthy. Imagine you're giving a speech of your life at a big event, or you're at a job interview, and every other word is a filler word. It can be very distracting, and your credibility may take a bit of a hit, right?
Fair enough.
Then there's the classic I think trap, which sounds polite. I think I sound polite when I say it, but it can actually weaken your message if you're not using it to display some sort of hesitation or the fact that you are actually thinking about it. So compare these two. I think we should move the deadline versus I recommend moving the deadline. Experts say that the latter sounds more decisive. If you're trying to sound more confident, whether at work or even on a date, even just in normal conversation, if someone's asking you for your opinion, swapping out I think for I recommend can be a game changer.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you think anything has to do with the nature of the relationship of the people you're speaking with? So, for example, if you're like a junior at a company and you're surrounded by seniors, if you say and come across as saying, I recommend, you might sound too arrogant or like that's above his pay grade. Whereas if he says, I think, he genuinely is recommending that as a suggestion, but maybe he's just using like a lighter tone.
That's a good point. How do you try to curb this habit of filler words? First up, you have to actively listen for it. So start noticing how often you say these words and in what context it tends to pop up. It may surprise you how many times a day you use a filler word or a phrase. Then you can enlist help. Ask friends or peers to call it out when they hear it to help keep you accountable, which we do for each other, for sure.
And we do it every day, editing our clips because we take our the I things and so on. So you really come across a lot through the day and when you're editing your own sound clips.
That's how I know you say you know.
There you go.
And number 3, pause before you speak, because speaking more slowly and adding pauses is already helpful when trying to appear more authoritative and confident. Now you can also use the pause to catch yourself when you're about to say a filler word or to keep up with your thoughts and you're able to say it without any of those filler words.
That has to be the best piece of advice.
And then there's also a different perspective here. Before we start banning all filler words, let's hear from the linguists. Apparently, ums and uhs aren't just random verbal hiccups. They actually serve a purpose. Studies show they help listeners pay attention because they signal that something important is coming up next.
The anticipation.
Yeah, so if you're about to drop a big idea, a little might actually make people listen more closely. Who knew that? So there
enough.
is a purpose to ums and uhs. If you're trying to illustrate that you're hesitant about something, you could use that to illustrate that.
Yeah,
right?
like don't like your plans for lunch. Oh, there's maybe not.
Exactly. So using it for a purpose is different from using them unintentionally. Maybe the real trick isn't eliminating filler words, but using them with a purpose. Cut the ones that make you sound uncertain, but if an helps you gather your thoughts and keep your audience engaged, maybe it's not the villain that we thought it was.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so what about you? Do you catch yourself using filler words, or are you the rare human who speaks in flawless, confident sentences 24/7? Let us know.
Let me think about it.